Made it down here to Tijuana. We're at the airport waiting right now for the legendary Oscar Ramierez on one of the craziest trips I've ever done. I'm heading into Mexico to link up with a journalist by the name of Oscar Blue. Oscar Ramierez. He used to go by Oscar Blue over on X. Now it's Oscar Ramierez. So he actually puts his full name out there. He lives in Mexico, like behind enemy lines in one of the deadliest countries in Mexico. It's not uncommon for him to wake up and get a phone call and say that there's a beheaded body outside. There's probably very few journalists in the world that could get access to the information that Oscar can get us access to. Way down. Yeah, I'm over here in the road. See me? See. Yeah. All right, brother. God bless you. All right, what up, folks? So we're just getting ready to crash out here. A big day. This is the biggest trip most dangerous trip I've ever gone on. That's for sure, hands down, no questions asked. So we're gonna call it an early night tonight. It's still light outside, so it's about 7 a.m. Shit, I got to leave those on for a minute. So it's about 7 a.m. Shit, 7 p.m. We're gonna crash. We're gonna be up super early to catch a flight at about 4 a.m. We're gonna fly into Phoenix, then from Phoenix into Tijuana. We're going down to Mexico to do some crazy shit, and I'm gonna overtalk it tomorrow, so I don't want to overtalk it, but yeah, maybe Oscar will give us a call tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow morning for sure. So we're gonna hear from Oscar. Here we're gonna get ourselves into, and hopefully you guys are ready. Buckle the up. We out. Peace. It is 1:32 a.m. folks. We're just getting up. They're just getting up and getting ready to start this adventure. Hopefully you guys are ready. We're going with the legendary Oscar Blue. I'm so pumped I can't even sleep right now. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, I'm so pumped. Oh wow, that would have been bad. Wow, you guys see that? I didn't even realize that this alarm clock is an hour off. We would have been late. Oh shit. Wow. Didn't see that one. Let's go change that before we do that again. How have I not known? I've had that thing set for, I wonder if I changed the, good to oh. Good to oh. So we're about to make some breakfast. We're gonna chef up some breakfast, and actually let me throw my mics on so this is better audio. Oh, what up? We back, baby, we back. All right, so we gotta chef up some breakfast. So I honestly, there's so much shit that we're getting into that, like, I don't even think I fully am ready for what exactly we're gonna get ourselves into, but it's gonna be epic. Shit, man. It's the hardest thing about being a single guy living in your home. I got a son, but so my son eats half the shit, but when I'm not here, he's not here. I take that back. Sometimes he's here. Sometimes grandma takes him over here, but all my food goes gosh damn bad. Here's some beef I didn't get to eat. There's ground beef in there that I cooked up last time that I didn't get to finish. My fridge is like, this thing is packed to the brim with steak and meat. Like, it's at some point there won't even be any room for anything. Like, this is all I got here that's probably not meat at this point. There's in some, and those are, they got so much freezer burn on them. Those things are about to go in the gosh damn garbage. Anyways, we're getting ready to go into the gosh damn mix in with Oscar Blue here in a minute. Sorry, let me get my shit out of the fridge. Shit, we got all this fresh fruit too I didn't eat. She gonna be bad by the time I get back, damn it. Good thing my parents live down the street. I'll go put a bag on their door. I had surgery, I had like the nasal reconstructive surgery where they go in, they cut out the cartilage, and I've been in so many fights, had my nose broken so many times that my nose is f***ed up. So anyways, I had sleep apnea, and in order to get the tonsil surgery, they wanted to do a surgery on my nose to see if, oh, well, maybe it's just the fact that I can't breathe out of one nostril. So long story short, they did that. And ever since that surgery, my nose just runs and runs and runs and runs. And like, I don't know what's worse. And like, when I had sleep apnea, I didn't really realize that I didn't get good sleep. That was pretty much the basic of it. I'd wake up a ton of times, but I wouldn't notice it. I would just be tired all the time. And then honestly, after that, I'm not nearly as tired, but I'm also not working 18-hour days, so it's a little catch-22. But if I was always tired because I didn't sleep ever more than 5 hours, maybe 6 hours was a really good day. But anyways, long story short, my nose runs all the time. It drives me crazy. So we're chefing up some breakfast here, folks. So every day, this is basically what I eat for breakfast before we take off. I 8 eggs at least I gotta get rid of bananas right now, so if I put in 10 or 12 eggs, I won't be able to fit 2 bananas in here. Always organic, if possible. Sometimes they don't have them, like this time strawberries didn't have organic strawberries. I don't think they had organic blueberries. And like anybody that's scared of a little brown on their banana, dude, that's the best. That banana's extra ripe. Couple strawberries. Normally I try to get the oldest ones out of here. Milk, organic. Peanut butter too, very important. I'm sure there's some better shit out here, but I use so much gosh damn peanut butter. This is naturally Jif. So supposedly this is non-GMO, gluten-free. I'm sure there's some bad shit in here. Maybe you guys can fill me in. What kind of peanut butter do you guys use? And keep in mind, guys, I get like the big ass tubs. Let me show you how much this peanut butter I use. At any given time, I have 6. Oh, 7. Yeah, 6. Look, this is how many of these I use. Like I have giant glass jars of over there that I normally take out. I'll take 2 or 3 of these out at a time and empty 3 of them into one bigger glass jar. I always save the lid so that way I can put the lid back on here. There's probably another scoop in there. I mean, how do you guys cut the top off these to scoop out all the peanut butter out of there? I feel like I should. So for now, I'm just gonna save them. I don't ever put the jar back on my peanut butter, the lid back on it. I just leave it open. And then obviously I just use the GNC brand, which I'm sure is filled with some BS crickets. Honestly, with all, like, I don't know why I put the peanut, like, I could probably just get away with just putting chocolate. Honestly, if I just use chocolate milk, I could find some organic chocolate milk. I don't know if that's possible. I probably wouldn't even need to, they're like, this protein powder is probably the worst thing in this shake. I don't think I need it, but damn does it make this taste like it makes it taste like a chocolate shake. And then, just to make it the right temperature, right? This is key. This is the NutriBullet, guys. This is the absolute fastest and most efficient way to make breakfast every morning. If you don't shake it, you ain't gonna get all the blueberry skins off the blades. Get off the blade, baby. Then we're gonna come over here. We're gonna fill up our water. While we're filling that up, we'll fill up our Berkey. I'm all about efficiency, baby, right? Got my water filling, coffee making, blender out, taking as few steps as possible to be as efficient as possible. Like I'm on a time crunch right now. I would have been if I would actually slept in all the way. So it's crazy is it takes me the exact amount of time it takes this to fill up, so much time it takes to fill up that. So that's my my fresh water. So if you're like me, you don't want fluoride. Those things have, that's the custom Berkey with the fluoride filters as well. So it has a filter system on the top, the charcoal filter. And then after it comes out of the charcoal filter, it goes into an additional filter, which is your fluoride filter. Which these things are so good that I can fill this thing up with, I can fill this up with food coloring in the top. And by the time the water comes out the bottom, the food coloring will be removed from the water. That's how serious, that's the real deal these things are. They say that you can take these into, you basically get water out of your toilet for the most part and put it into that and it's gonna come out crystal clear. All free of bacteria, all free of everything. So, needless to say, we are going to hit the ground running today, folks. This is why I need editors to go through all this shit and put these like vlog style videos together so I don't feel like an idiot when I overtalk shit. I'm just rambling on. Next thing you want to do is you want to rinse this shit off right away. If you don't, it's a nightmare to clean. Won't get hard. Make ourselves a little coffee. We'll be good to rock, baby. Normally we're flying Delta, today we're flying American. So we don't get any of our perks. Excuse me, we just got done eating breakfast, or drinking breakfast I should say. Breakfast shake with 8 eggs, bananas, strawberries, blueberries, and a little bit of milk, a little bit of protein mix, and some peanut butter. Every day I pretty much drink my breakfast. I eat the same thing every day. I normally get up at about 5 or 6, drink my shake, and I'm good till about 4:30 p.m. When I'm going to pick my son up from school, we go get lunch or dinner. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to head to on one of the craziest trips I've ever done. I'm heading into Mexico to link up with a journalist by the name of Oscar Ramierez. He used to go by Oscar Blue over on X. Now it's Oscar Ramierez. So he actually puts his full name out there. He lives in Mexico, like behind enemy lines in one of the deadliest countries in Mexico. It's not uncommon for him to wake up and get a phone call and say that there's a beheaded body outside. There's probably very few journalists in the world that could get access to the information that that Oscar can get us access to. So when I tell you that this is like insanely crazy, like words can't describe. And when we get to the airport, I'll get some articles from some news articles from Tijuana, which is where we're going, there's literally 10 to 20 people a day getting assassinated and murdered in the town that we're headed to. Some of the areas that we're going in Mexico, we're going to be digging up mass graves. From what Oscar explained to me, all right, what up, folks? It is 2:48 in the morning. We are just getting our stuff ready. We just got done eating breakfast, just made our tea. We're getting ready to head to Mexico to meet up with one of the world's most famous and infamous journalists, in my personal opinion, one of the journalists that I have the absolute utmost respect for, absolutely the absolute most. There's not a journalist in the world that I have more respect for than Oscar Ramierez. Also used to known as Oscar Blue. You've probably seen this man rolling around with Ben Bergquam. He's made it through the Darien Gap 4 times. The most deadliest terrain in the entire world that has ever been reported on is the Darien Gap. And this man's made that journey willingly, voluntarily 4 times. 4 times to go document the chaos that is this weaponized migration crisis. So this is now our 4th time that we plan to do something together. And this is kind of the same thing. It's like we've been trying to do this so many times, but this man is so busy and it's so hard to actually coordinate and get our schedules lined up. Because I'm booked out like months in advance. And Oscar kind of like some of the stuff that he reports on, it's like, yo, like it comes up and we have to go right now. So it's kind of like you can either jump right on it or you can't. Very rarely do we have time to kind of plan one out. Well, this one we've been able to kind of plan out. So this is a big day. Actually, I don't know if I've ever been this excited. A little nervous. If it was anybody but Oscar that I was going with, I'd be terrified. As in, not necessarily terrified, but I would understand that I'm taking a very unnecessary risk to put myself in a very, very dangerous situation that I might not be able to get myself out of. This is Mexico, guys. Like, this is Mexico, and I'm going into I am going into the deadliest city in the world. Outside of somewhere like Gaza or Israel, that's like literally legit a war zone. But as far as a place that's not at war, I'm going to the deadliest country in the world, one of them, where the cartels are literally burying their victims in mass graves. And the government knows that it's happening, and the government's like, oh, well, as long as they don't count as a dead body, it doesn't matter to us. Because if there's too many dead people or too many murders, the murder rate or the kidnapping rate gets too high, then they get labeled based off of like threat assessments. And people are like, oh, do you want to go to Mexico? And you're booking a plane ticket to go to Mexico. It's going to pop up and prompt and be like, just let you know, this country was just labeled a no-fly zone because of how dangerous it is. Please be aware that advise that you're traveling at your own risk. And people are like, oh, I don't want to take my family on a vacation to a terrorist state that's controlled by cartels. No, thank you. Where I'm going with that is you around in Mexico, you find out really quick, and there's not always a way to get out of that situation. And if it was anybody but Oscar, I wouldn't be going on this trip because I wouldn't trust it. So the cartels are incentivized to bury the bodies, and there are these mass graves. There's this family called the Collectors. It's a group of moms that have had loved ones that they've lost. And they go out in groups like 15 moms because the cartel is not going to slaughter 15 innocent mothers, or they shouldn't anyways. So these mothers go out in groups, and it's their jobs to look for their children. So they're going around these mountainsides and they're digging up these mass graves. One of the gentlemen that's going to sit down to do an interview with us, his son disappeared. I thought he was kidnapped by the cartels about 5 years ago. So for 5 years, this man's been on a mission going out with these collectors, digging up these mass graves. He's dug up 1,700 bodies. And about a couple months ago, he found his son. So imagine being a father looking for his son and not giving up hope. And then one day, you dig up one grave, and that's your boy. I mean, that should tell you a little bit about the people in Mexico. And what you think it's bad here in America, you think it's bad here? You're lucky. you're absolutely lucky that you are not living in somewhere like Mexico, especially the reporters that try to give Oscar a hard time. This man lives in these areas. He lives in an area that you wouldn't even dare travel to. So before you disrespect that man, you should understand what type of reporter this man is and the shit that he's been through and the shit that he's seen and documented and exposed. Very few people in the world, like that man does. If there's one man that deserves your respect, it's Oscar Ramierez, hands down, no questions asked. So, long story short, we're headed into the mix. Then from there, there's a government organization, I believe it's called the IBCF, and this is the organization in Colombia. I would say it's similar to like our CPS, where they have the ability to strip a parent's rights away from her if they deem the mother unfit. So there's this thing that's been weaponized where either children are basically running away. Like say your kid's 15. I moved out when I was 13. If you're a runaway, or you're out on your own, you're outside of your mother's control, or your mother doesn't know if you're coming home or not every night, if the government can get their hands on you, or this organization can kidnap you, they have corrupt individuals in the government that basically will go into this child's file, label the mother as unfit, which then gives the government the ability to have control, have rights over the child, and then they traffic the child out of the country before the mother even knows or realizes what's happened. She probably thinks her daughter's still a runaway, or her daughter's still out there partying at her friend's house or whatever. She doesn't realize that her daughter's actually been kidnapped, and that the government is playing a role in allowing these traffickers to basically put them into the system as a delinquent parent or an unfit parent, which then gives the government custody of the kid, which then gives them the ability to sell the legal documents, legit IDs and birth certificates and passports for the children to the actual trafficker. And we have 50 mothers that want to sit down on a Zoom call and be interviewed by Oscar. This is a big deal, like a really big deal. So that being said, from that, then we're going to go into the red light district. This is the area, like the absolute epicenter of where they bring these women and pimp these women out inside these brothels and inside these clubs. And Oscar's like, you're going to be able to get out. I'm going to tell you to get out here. You're going to get out with your hidden camera on. You're just going to walk down the street and you're going to get back in the car, because it's not safe to be out there longer than that. This shit's wild, guys. And that's just what Oscar's been able to tell me about over the phone. So there's a lot of things that we're going to talk about that aren't going to be on the phone, that we probably can't say because we don't want anybody to know about it. But let's just say this shit's about to be wild, guys. So buckle up. It's about 5 minutes to 3 right now. Our flight's at 8. I normally leave here about 3 hours before my flight. This time, I've thought about there's some overflow parking, but I always park in the thing. It's so expensive, and I'm going on a week this time, so it's gonna be it'll be at least 100, and it'll be probably like $200 to park here for the week. But every shuttle service I found was like $10 a day. So it's like I pay 10 or 20, that extra $80 to get in an Uber. When I get out of the airport after I've been gone for a week, I just want to get in my gosh damn car and I want to go home. I don't want to sit at an airport and get an Uber and take an Uber to a parking lot and load my shit out of the Uber and into my car. It's not as bad in the summer. When it's cold, it's the worst, dude. It's the absolute worst. So anyways, long story short, we're just about packed up. This is pretty much what we travel with every time we're going. Got our black backpack, our orange case, and then obviously we got our nice little Ons, baby. Little nicotine. It's my one crutch. Okay, I don't want to hear it. Pretty much have one in 24/7. It's not, at least it's not the tobacco ones, right? I don't know. Or is it these little pouches that are going to give me cancer? Who knows? We got methylene blue. We got ivermectin. We'll fight that shit. We'll eradicate that cancer from our bodies, folks. If we have to go get stem cells, we have to go get stem cells. It is what it is. Long story short, I got to finish wrapping up my shit. I got to do some shit, man. I got to go make sure that we have all of our shit set up to go. Got to shut off all the lights, get everything packed up. So I'm going to catch up with you guys here in a little bit. I'm going to over talk it, not talk too much because I'm too excited right now. So I'll do that in the car ride to the airport. God bless you guys. We out. Peace. Shutting off all the goods, shutting off all the TVs. Nothing's worse than coming back to a house when you had when it's just a mess, man. I hate coming back to a messy house. So I tried my best before I'm leaving to pick up all the little scraps, all the little riff-raff that's all over the place. That way, when you come back, you got a nice, clean house to come back to. Not only do you got a clean house to come back to, it's a house that you cleaned. And that's why, I forgot who the guy's name was, but I learned this from a Shit, I can't talk and do two things at once. I literally cannot talk and do two things at once. I'm fucking retarded. I've been trying to clean up this shit and get this shit out of here for the last 2 days. I've just been walking around aimlessly in circles like a retard. There's my freaking lens cover. My freaking lens cover, I needed that shit a week ago. Been looking for that lens cover all over the gosh damn place. And now I'm actually running late because I've been dicking off this whole morning. I don't know why, I was looking at my flight time and I always leave 3 hours prior to actual boarding. Sorry, I leave 3 hours prior to, the boarding. And I was looking at my flight and I just realized that I was looking at the departure time, not the actual boarding time. So, I don't want to say I'm late, but it could be there another minute early. Would be a little bit better. And normally I fly Delta, so I'm just like, I'm so familiar with that side of the airport that I never have any issues, and I know how busy it is, and I got Delta Sky, or I'm Delta VIP or whatever it's called. That's in my brain, dude. I don't know how the I even function sometimes. If people knew how, if I had a brain like Kyle Seraphin or Stu Peters or any of these guys, dude, it would be I'd probably be in prison right now because I would just be such a threat to these people. I have a 5th grade reading level, 4th grade spelling level. All I really have going for me is a work ethic and some Bitcoin. Like, as dumb as I am, like actually book smart dumb, it's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. So, if I can do this shit, folks, get off your ass and let's go. Get your head in the game, baby. Let's make some moves. I don't wanna hear one of you talk no shit about no Nike hoodie again, all right? I need to boycott the shit out of them. If somebody would just make some apparel, number one, it's comfortable as Nike clothing, right? When you're on the road all the time and you're living out of a suitcase, when you're traveling and flying on airplanes, it's really, number one, just super nice to have something comfortable to wear. That's nice, that looks clean, that doesn't get shitty coloring and dirty. This one's not too bad. This is Lululemon, which is like, what's the difference? They're all owned by the same communist. I don't think it makes a difference. But anyways, long story short, if I get a gift and it's a Nike hoodie from somebody, I'm gonna wear that shit, especially if it's nice. So off. And we need to work on exposing the scumbags and passing laws that force these organizations and corporations to manufacture their products in America. And if it's Nike, Nike. Nike sold out to China a long time ago. They're completely owned by China. Woohoo, look what I just found. Oh, baby. Oh, these cigarettes are awesome. I don't know what it is about these little skinny cigs, but they're nice, man. I don't even smoke, but when I travel, I do indulge myself from time to time. All right, what up, folks? What it is? You guys ready for one of these wild-ass trips? So we're en route to Mexico to link up with Oscar Ramierez. Oscar Ramierez is probably one of the absolute most legendary investigative journalists of all times. I don't want to say he's new on the scene, but he's probably new to a lot of you who haven't been following his journey because of how limited and how censored the internet is, and how when you're an investigative journalist and you're actually the real deal and you're kind of like a one-man team, it's very hard to film, document, edit, produce, and post all of your content that you need to. I have an employee that works for me full-time, 52 hours a week, and she does nothing but schedule posts on X, Rumble, and on some of these other platforms like Locals. So where I'm going with that is Oscar is the absolute top of the top G's. If you guys aren't following at Oscar Ramierez, I'll put links to his Twitter down below. They'll probably be on the screen here. I'll have my editors edit those in. So if you guys are watching this, make sure you're editing that in. And then if it didn't get edited in, that means I edited this myself and I never even watched this video to hear myself say this. So keep those things in mind. Oh, we're spilling tea. Damn it, man. All right. So what are we getting ourselves into down here in Florida? It's going to be a in Mexico. It's going to be a wild one. And when I mean wild, this is by far the most dangerous shit that I've ever done. I don't know how dangerous it is, but I know it's dangerous enough to where if I wasn't with Oscar, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't even contemplate doing it. I mean, I would contemplate doing it, but I would never actually execute on it, because these are those situations that you get yourself into, you can't get yourself out of, kind of thing. Especially because I can't speak Spanish. So even being around the cartels, yeah, not my cup of tea. Not my cup of expertise, I mean. So long story short, we're en route to the airport right now. We're gonna be flying from here into Phoenix, and we're gonna catch a trip from Phoenix into Tijuana. And then Oscar's gonna be picking us up at the airport. So our flight's supposed to land at about 11:30. This is the most excited I've ever been for a trip. So we got mass graves we're gonna be digging up. We got human trafficking from Colombia, where the government's involved in running one of the largest international trafficking rings, which has probably led to a massive amount of the migrant children arriving at our border. What else we got? We got pastors that are willing to speak to us, that are dealing with these NGOs, how these NGO networks are operating and basically just destroying the sovereignty of Mexico. And it's like the cartels are one thing. It's almost like the NGOs have become government cartels, if you will. They operate like a mafia. They're untouchable. Their money is long. And yeah, I'm just super pumped and super grateful to be going on this journey with Oscar, man. He didn't have to invite me. He didn't have to bring me down here with him. The amount of respect I have for that man is higher than any other journalist. And I'm excited to show the Americans how a real journalist actually, and what a real journalist actually does, and how he lives, what lifestyle he lives, because the sacrifices you have to make for your family and the amount of time that you're away from your family out reporting, it's insane. It's a lot. So, and I think we all have to do this in the beginning to develop those sources and those reputations, so that way, you know, it's like a combined effort. I have an entire Rumble show that is just dedicated just to promoting other people's content. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. That's why I want there to be a million of us. And honestly, I might fade away into the existence. I would hope to get to the point where, you know, I can really focus and spend my time on making a few films a year versus trying to make a new one every 60 days, just constantly running with my head cut off, constantly writing scripts, constantly filming, constantly doing interviews, constantly traveling. It's hard to take a toll on you, you know, after a while. Not that I'm complaining. I love my job. I love what I do. Honestly, I don't know what else I would be doing it. Maybe this is like, it gives you the most purpose in life. You're fighting to make the world a better place and leave the world a better place for your children, which is something that our ancestors haven't done for a very gosh damn long time. So it'd be nice to actually know that, you know, when you passed away, that you left this earth in a better place than you found it. And like I said, that probably hasn't been able to be said since the creation of the Federal Reserve. So sometimes I'll catch myself, I'll be vlogging. Like, this is how up it is. I'll be vlogging, I'll be texting, I'll be simultaneously listening to a YouTube video, and I'll catch myself and I go, bro, I have no hands on the wheel. I'm literally vlogging, and then I'm listening and watching the YouTube video while I'm literally texting, and I'm still vlogging because I forgot that I left the camera on and I got the camera in my hand, and I'm like, sir, you were texting and driving. No, I wasn't, sir. I was actually replying to a tweet while I was vlogging, and you caught me in the act. Definitely wasn't texting and driving though, so take that ticket and stick it up your ass. Yeah, I'm super pumped. I'll talk all morning, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I just wanted to kind of document this process and just let you guys know we're getting ourselves into some shit. And super pumped. Couldn't be more excited to go down and see Oscar. God bless that man. Make sure you guys swing over there and follow him. You know, let's give him a shout out right now. Let's put his name up here and make sure we're saying it right. So it's Oscar Ramierez, Real America's Voice correspondent. So it goes by Oscar Ramierez, OscarRamirezTJ. Journalist, war and immigration correspondent, decorated winner of the Dina Turby Award in Colombia, 2 times emerging award-winning winner for Darien Gap coverage. God bless you, man. Absolute legend. This man needs way more than 54,000 followers, so make sure you guys swing over there, give that man a follow. Looks like we're telling ghost stories, doesn't it? When the light comes up and it's pushing shadows up under your face instead of casting him down like the sun. Ooh. All right, folks. God bless you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. All right, boys and girls, you guys ready? We at the airport. We made it. It's about, I don't know what time it is, but it's about time to lock these damn doors. Let's, yeah, last time we left here, we left this thing open, so we ain't gonna make that mistake. Lock the doors. Everything's good to go. Get the old suitcase out of here. Oh. we're gonna be at 50 pounds, right at 50 pounds. So we're gonna be all right, boys. We're gonna be all right. All right. International, got our suitcases, got our luggage ready, got a carry-on. Check bag, check bag. Let's not make this mistake. This is how we broke this bad boy last time. We pretend like we got a setup here, which we do. That's how we roll. There it is. Let's do this. All right, so we off to Tijuana, baby. Tijuana to see the legendary Oscar Ramierez, my homie, my brother from another mother. And yeah, we're flying American. We got a normal sized plane going to Phoenix. And then from Phoenix, we're gonna catch a little puddle jumper. I think the plane only has like 18 seats, I think. So it must be small. You guys can see me down here. But yeah. Out of the car pretty much in a hurry. I always feel like I'm forgetting something. How you doing? Yeah.
Just take the bridge over.
There you go. So we'll be getting into Mexico probably, I don't know, but we'll be digging up some mass graves here in probably less than 8 hours, I would say. I touched down there at 11. So we're going over to the California side, so it's 8 when I leave. Even with the layover, we're gonna hit another. We're gonna save about 4 hours, so I'm super pumped. Yeah, buddy, you made the right choice. Prohibited items.
Attention to the terminal.
Wish.
Attention to the terminal. Can I have a Brian Crest to the BSO office? Brian Crest.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would like to check my carry-on for free. How about them apples? So I love when that happens. Let me check my carry-on for free. One of the plus sides to flying Delta, I don't have to pay to check my bags. It's all free. I could literally take 3 bags on Delta.
Attention in the terminal. Attention in the terminal.
And it would be free.
If you are on Frontier Flight 4671 to Phoenix, you are in our last departure boarding class, and the doors will be closing after this.
Hey, how are you?
Good morning.
I think you helped me last time. What's your name?
Siobhan.
Siobhan? Ryan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ryan.
There's my boarding pass. Sorry, I got all my
That's
shit.
your receipt, Ryan.
Oh, thank you.
It cannot see have your
ID?
not a gate bag.
What's a gate bag mean?
That's a gate bag. That's a gate bag tag for a carry-on. Where is your?
Oh, I got them switched up, huh?
Okay.
Ah, shit.
I knew it was a second bag. Can I get
Yeah.
that? I'll switch them around. No problem. In the meantime, between time, can you get your boarding pass and ID out for me? What's our final destination today?
Tijuana.
Tijuana. I need your passport.
Yes, ma'am. How's your day going?
It's going pretty good.
Good? You just starting or almost over?
Almost halfway there.
Oh, there you go.
6 o'clock. I get out at 12.
How'd you know that one was messed up? Where does it say on there?
Gate.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
it's the small bag.
I'll remember that next time.
Are these tools in this bag?
Not as my camera's videographer.
Oh.
So I guess you could say, kind of. Thank you. God bless you. This way or this way?
That way.
Thank you. All right, folks, we're all checked in. It's amazing what
Hi.
just a simple smile and a few kind words can do to, these people at the flight attendants there, they can make your life pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie. So even when they want to be cranky and in a mood, it ain't too easy. It ain't too easy to put a smile on their face. All right, so I need to talk to my editor about this Israel documentary that I'm working on. So I got to send him a message really quick. So that anti-Semitic documentary, right? There's parts of that documentary where I had wrote like another 7-minute segment for AIPAC, and then another 7-minute segment on how I think the segment I left out was on like AIPAC, its power, and then them controlling our government. So there's probably 15 minutes of like words where I wrote and I could have narrated it, but I thought I ended up leaving them out because I figured I could just send you I wanted this just to send you the script so you can read the script and see like what I was trying to describe and how I was trying to describe it. And then figured you could just go and grab all your clips and do your things. And then I've also, in there, I've uploaded, so over the last like 6 months since I really came up with the idea of doing this documentary, every time I've watched a video on Twitter and seen it and been like, oh, that would make it in a documentary, I've been bookmarking them. So I went and I've uploaded probably like 50 links to a spreadsheet there that you can go through that spreadsheet and you can see that you can go through all the links. If I were you, I would just spend a day, I probably wouldn't take a day, I'd probably take a couple hours of just watching all of those links to all the videos I sent you there, just so you have an idea of like the peak of Israel content. I think I've captured it, or at least anything that's been really news breaking, or you know, people are like the shock and awe value. I've pretty much got it. Now the downfall to that is they're not necessarily all originals. A lot of them are screen recordings of other people that have screen recorded. And you know what I'm saying, like taking clips from the actual like original. So not that it matters, because like the way that you edit it, whether they're 480p or 4K, like it doesn't make that much of a difference. You do such a good job at, you know, putting overlays and kind of making it look the best it can, even when it's shitty content. So, you know, some of this shit you're just gonna have to do the best you can with. But yeah, so anyways, hopefully that helps, brother. As soon as you get that, you know, it sucks that because the ideal time to release this film would be like on July 4th. And if we can't get it out on July 4th, then that puts us August. We won't want to launch it in August because it's the worst month of the year for content. Because in America, everybody goes on their last summer vacations, and then they're also going back to school shopping for their kids. So come September, like the first week kids go back to school, should be around 9/11, and that's the week we're gonna want to release the film, because all the parents are stuck home, they're broke, they have nothing to do, and they're all sitting on the computer, they're all on the internet. So during that period is when we're gonna release it. So we're gonna aim for 9/11, but this one we're gonna need like at least a month of really solid marketing, having this thing completed, letting me getting out to a few influencers so that they can see it, and then they can start talking about it and telling their friends about it. So, you know, if you pretty much start today, which would be May 11th, June, July, August, if you could have it done by no later, and I mean like not pushing it to last minute, like let's try to get this, like 90 days should be more than enough for a 60-minute documentary. So let me know what if you think we can get that done. We'll make it happen. All right, homie. Catch you later. Peace. Go get ourselves a nice quiet spot down here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like this spot right here. This is good. So we got about an hour before. Gotta catch a flight. Let's shoot Oscar a text. All right, this is for all of the citizens that are living in Gaza. If you have friends or family in Gaza, you need to warn them about the aid workers. The first thing that they should be doing is organizing some type of watchdog militia, and they need to be reporting and documenting all of the cases of abuse that are about to take place in Gaza. The organizations, these UN peacekeepers and aid workers, are literally networks. So let me read you a few reports here, okay? Report finds UN employees 3,300 responsible for 60,000 in the last 10 years. Now let me tell you about the situation in Haiti, where the UN peacekeepers, they had such a demand for people that wanted aid because of the earthquake, and there was so much chaos in Haiti and so little government in control, that the aid workers, in order to get into the facility, into the tents where they were going to give your family food and aid, the families were having to give over one of their daughters. The aid workers were then taking the daughter and taking her to a nightclub where they were chaining her in cages, where they were selling her for to all of the soldiers and all of the other aid workers inside the organization. So the only way you got in to get your family aid was to hand over one of your daughters, and that's just one of many cases. Sorry, brother, I got that plugged in right there. There's plenty of seats right here, though.
So you said I can't sit right here?
No, I mean you can, but I got all my shit there. Oh, you guys need the plug? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. But yeah, so the UN peacekeepers are literally women and children over in Gaza, and hopefully don't mind, you're gonna be on camera too, by the way. So, UN horrifying report details rampant children at high levels by UN employees. A deeply disturbing report by the United Nations details rampant sexual exploitation of children by UN officials across a global and deeply disturbing reports has finally been released by the United Nations, detailing a rampant sexual abuse and exploitation of children by UN employees that is widespread throughout multiple countries. While pieces of the report were released previously, the full report detailing the scope and horrifying nature of abuse was recently just released in July. So now that we have these new mics that are off the hook for cell phones, I don't have an iPhone because I never use a iPhone tripod. I'm always using my GoPro. But when I use a GoPro, what sucks is a lot of the content that I produce, I think is really good that I just want to like rip and put out. I don't ever put out because I end up recording on my GoPro. By the time I get home, I'm just so busy with so much shit to do. And a lot of the times I've been going to places that I've already been, like California, meeting up with Audra. Hernando is different because he's still out there reporting, but if you're not out there like on the ground breaking news stories, uncovering like the migrant, the crisis, the corruption, it's the vlog styles aren't as fun. So I'm actually looking for a selfie or a tripod.
For our customers departing on American Airlines 3141 to Phoenix, our aircraft is near its capacity. If any customer would like to check your carry-on item, you may do so at this time at podium 32.
Done already. Done already. All right, so I need to try to find a store that has a selfie stick, but I gotta go take a pee, so I'll catch you in a minute. We back. Sorry for the quick break, I had to take a pee. But yeah, so now I'm gonna try to hunt down some type of selfie stick, and I think that CNBC, it's kind of a common thing, right? Like people are traveling, they want selfie sticks. A lot of times the airports will have an actual, like a legit store that has headphones, all electronics. So actually, if I go up a little farther, I got 18 minutes to get back to the gate. It's about a 7-minute walk, so be all right. Should be good. But yeah, so when I'm walking around filming, like a lot of times I'm not using my iPhone, so it sucks because a lot of the content I like to put out now. What's weird about this is the camera is off to the right side of the camera, but when I look right at the center, it looks like I'm looking at the camera. On the iPhone, like the camera is so far off to one side, I think it's probably one of the biggest downfalls. Like if they would have moved that camera, at least one lens to the center, so when you're looking at your phone, it's great when it's vertical. But when you turn it sideways, it looks like you're looking off to the side of the camera. It drives me fucking crazy. So, let's see if we get lucky. Let's see if we get lucky here.
Yeah, she comes in at 8, so she'll probably be doing your break at 8.
Damn. I was looking for a selfie stick, but doesn't look like they got one. Do you know if there's an electronic store around here? Like that
Motion is the only one we have down by
Thank you.
15, 16, I think.
Gracias. Thank you, sir. Gracias. I normally don't start speaking Espanol until I come out of Mexico, but the Lord must be telling me something. So we're gonna head down there, try to find one. I'll give you guys a shout out here in a minute.
You're like, you're done. So
You guys ready?
I'll just focus on my other one.
Get on the flight. So it actually looks like American Airlines redid their seats. Oh, this looks new. This looks like a nice new flight. Sweet. 15F. So I've been digging a little into these NGOs that
Yeah, that's how we were too.
Cool. So we're at a restaurant. I don't even know what it's called, like Manchino's or something. What is this called? HM Shops. Yeah, HMS Host, whatever it's called. This panani is it's grilled turkey bacon mayo on some type of ciabatta bun. It is so good. Got some chips and a pop. We're in Phoenix right now. I'm getting ready to head to Tijuana. Raft is going to bring us up at. We'll be there in less than 2 hours, so I'm super hyped. All right, we're done eating. Just waiting here at TSA, or not TSA, at the gate A. Getting ready to board. They're boarding first class right now, so we got about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And it looks like I'm out of battery on this. Yeah, I got about 4% battery left. So actually what I'm gonna do while I'm chilling here is I'm gonna change out this battery, so I'll be back in a minute. We're out, baby. We're out, last stop. Tijuana. These little small planes. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Make sure there's anything in there. All right, cool. We off. All right. We made it, folks. We made it. We made it down here to Tijuana. We're at the airport. We're waiting right now for the legendary Oscar Ramierez to come pick us up. So I'm super excited, man. I got some gifts for Oscar. I got 2 new mics for him. I got a pair of hidden camera glasses. I got the Airbnb all booked. I got a really nice place. I don't know if Oscar's gonna be staying with me. I think he's gonna be going back to his house because he's got his son. But if not, we got plenty of room at my place too. So I got an extra bedroom. I rent Airbnbs with a really nice place to do interviews. So it's pretty weird feeling. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what to expect. I don't know, if I leave this area, how dangerous it is here. So I'll keep you guys updated. Oscar should be here any minute. He said just stand here. I sent him a picture of where I'm standing at because you can only park here for a few minutes. So I'm just waiting for him here. All right, guys, stay tuned. So we're down in Tijuana. We're getting ready to. I'm not sure what Oscar has. He's got a lot of plans for us, so I don't know exactly what the plans are first. I'm not sure if we're going to do whatever, but hey, what's up, brother? What's up? Oscar, what up, brother?
Where are you?
I'm right out inside in front of that sign that I sent you a picture of. Hey, can you see me?
In front of the what?
Right where I sent that picture.
In front of the what?
Where I sent you the picture. I'm right in front of the airport. All the way down. Come down. Are you in a red Jeep? Come way down. Yep. Yeah, you're pulling out. Yeah. All the way to the very end. I'm the very last spot you can pick somebody up at. Yep. Keep coming. Way down. Way down. Yeah. I'm over here in the road. See me?
I see.
Yeah. All right, brother. God bless you. Super bomb. Ah. There's 2 of them. Brother, give me a hug, man. Get in, bring it in here. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good. How are
We'll
you,
mic you
man?
up while we're at it.
Okay, all right.
Good, man. Good to see you, man. Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for picking me up.
No. Don't worry about it. Give me that. Let's go. More. Hold on. Let me put it like that. There you go.
Perfect, man.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
How you been, man? Nice car.
It was, I bought it when I was in 2022.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sharp, man. I really like
And
this.
put big tires on it because we go to the mountains and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm gonna just.
So let me know too if you ever want me not cameraing.
No,
Or-
I'm not gonna take you to the east side because we're gonna do that on Tuesday or Wednesday. But I'm gonna take you to the west side today. So this is like all this wall right here. You see all that concertina wire?
Yep.
All of that was just recently put. That's the reinforcement of the Trump administration.